I'm going to leave you guys to enjoy this view first before we move on in today's video. You like what you see, right? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. So we'll be making this customer order today. So this person came up to me and said, okay, I want egg, fish, and oduku. Do you know what oduku is? We used to call it oduku in Nigeria. In the Yoruba tribe, it's called sweet potato. So she wanted that exact, like the way it used to taste on the street, because it's a street food in Nigeria. So I was like, say no more, I got you. So firstly, we'll be doing our marinade for the fish. And in this marinade, we are going to be making use of some spring onions, Cameroon pepper, salt, fish season, or if you don't have that, you can use some normal season. You're going to be using ginger and some garlic, a fresh ginger and garlic. If you have the blended one, you can add it into it. You're also going to put some paprika, some fresh thyme, and rosemary. So after that, you're going to blend everything together and get this smooth consistency. Make sure your blender is strong to blend this. So after that, we are going to make some incision in our fish. Let's give them some surgery, a little bit in their stomach. Not too much, don't do too much. So I was cutting out the wings because it's not necessary. So after the incision, you want to make sure you pat dry the fish after you wash them. Make sure like there's no water on it so that the marinades can go in your fish. You just want to do that for all the fishes that you're marinating, either one or two. Just do the incision to every part of the fish, both the front and the back. So we'll be right back after doing that. So it's time for us to love our fish. When I say love, you're going to put in this marinade as if you are giving your child a breakfast. Like, you know when you love your child now, you give them nice food for breakfast. So you are going to make sure you put in this marinade as much as possible. Like, be gentle, be loving with it. Do as much as you can. As you can see, like, make sure it enters every hole and every part of this fish. This is the first step of you having a delicious fish, a delicious barbecue fish. So you just want to do that for the front and the back of the fish, like every part of the fish. After that, you can just marinate it for like a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes if you have the time. But I didn't have much time for this order because they are going to pick it up like in the next 1 hour or 1 hour 30 minutes. So I didn't really marinate it for too long. I just left it for like 10 minutes and was doing something else, and immediately I put it in the oven. So I'll be right back. Make sure you are marinating your fish right now. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. So as you know that we're in the Christmas month. Merry Christmas in advance. And I've not said Happy New Month. So Happy New Month, guys. And from now on, I was thinking of doing Vlogmas before, but it's going to take a lot of time and commitment, which I really don't have the time right now. So next year, by God's grace, I promise you guys a Vlogmas. So I'm gonna be dropping a lot of recipes that are like Christmas, like things that you can cook for Christmas and have fun in your house without like employing a caterer or stuff like that. But for us that we are here in Turkey, we are not even feeling anything like Christmas here. Everything just boring, like. But we will survive. So that's why I'm here for you guys. You can call on me, call on your chef to cook for you. I'll be dropping my Instagram handle in the description below. So check it out if you don't have my direct contact or you want to like contact me for your Christmas food, your bowl of food, and anything you want. So I'll be dropping my Christmas with Babu. I'll be dropping my Instagram page in the description box. So check it out. So back to our cooking, guys. You want to make sure you on your oven at this point. So we are going to be putting that in our oven. So after 10 minutes of leaving it to marinate a bit because I didn't have much time, I'm going to put it right in my oven. Like, let it just do its own thing. So during that 10 minutes, I was blending the pepper for the next stage. So right now, we are going to move it into frying our stew for both the sweet potato and the fish. If you remember very well, there's this particular taste that all this our street stew used to taste like. I wanted to get the exact taste as I could remember because that was what she ordered. That was what she felt like eating. So now we are going to go in with frying our onions. You want to use like a lot of onions, a lot of white onions. In particular, I'm using white onions. So in this pepper mix, we have just onions and tatashe. Like, we are not doing too much. We are just using onions and tatashe. Don't put a scotch bonnet. Don't put anything. Just blend that two together and wait for the magic. So now we are just going to fry this on a medium heat. We don't want it to burn, but we want it to fry. So we are just going to stir that up a bit and cover up our stew and let it fry for like 2 minutes. Then come back once you see that it started frying already. Add in your season cubes and your salt. We are not adding curry. We are not adding thyme, guys. Like I said, we are not doing too much with this stew, just for us to get the exact taste of our street food. Just add some salt and season cubes. Stir that up, cover your pot, and let it fry. That's all we need to do. As simple as that. So moving on to the last food on this recipe, which is the sweet potato. So you just want to peel and cut to your desired shape. You can cut it to any shape or any size you want, but make sure it's not too big so it can fry and cook. So after that, you want to wash that very well and soak the sweet potato for like 5 minutes in salt water, in the salty water. Like, put salt in the sweet potato so it can absorb the salt, because when we are frying, we are not going to add in salt, just like the way we used to add salt while frying our plantain. We are not going to do that. You just want to soak that for 5 minutes. And now, as you can see, our stew is almost done. You can see the oil flowing on top of the stew. At this point, the stew was almost done. So I just wanted to do ajasao. Nobody send me. You can skip this side of adding the spring onions. This was the leftover that was remaining for the marinade. I didn't want it to waste, so I just added it to the pepper, to the stew that we're making. So you can skip it. It's not really necessary. So that's it for the stew. Moving back to our fish, it was 90% done. So now I'm going to add a little of that stew on our fish. Like, just add it to the first part. You don't need to switch it to the other side. Just add it to the front one and put it back in the oven. Let it be done cooking. So right now, after soaking our sweet potato for 5 minutes, we are going to be frying it. Make sure your oil is not too hot for the first batch when you're putting it in. So we're just going to leave that to fry until we have it in this way. Like, as you can see, it's golden brown. It's not burnt. It's crunchy on the outside and soft on the inside, like exactly the way we used to get it in the street right back in Nigeria. So after that, you want to fry the second batch and do the same thing, and that is it. If you have watched to this point, I am so grateful. And please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please click on the subscribe button and subscribe. And if you're a new member, welcome to this family. All we do here is cook, 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 and cook. We too like food. But please click on the subscribe button and don't forget to like, share, and drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know if you're going to be trying out this recipe and anticipate for my next one. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys, and thanks for watching.